Tokyo Tower. Although once partially destroyed by Tetsujin while under construction, it now nears completion, rising stately and proud, reaching for the sky with dignity. Meanwhile, old wounds are being reopened by those resisting the waves of change brought forth by the post-war era. But these remnants also want a place in the shining light of the new era. And now, as memories of the Kokuryu Maru resurface from the grave, Chief Otsuka has been suspended, while Professor Shikishima has apparently taken his own life. These tumultuous changes are about to engulf the innocent Shotaro, for he is no mere bystander. He is the central figure to everything that is about to happen.
Shikishima, I'm not sad. I'm angry. I don't understand. Why did you have to leave us so soon? Why did your family, who loved you more than anything in this world, have to lose you? Look how grief-stricken all your friends are. And I share their sorrow. I'll never forget that day on the hill just after the war ended. You can't imagine how happy I was, how much I'd been looking forward to your return. It was only when I saw you coming up that hill that I actually realized I had survived the air raids. Yes, only then did I realize and appreciate it. I was so grateful to you for that. Your death doesn't make any sense. You said it yourself. This is the beginning of a time of great prosperity. That's right, and you were going to use your company to put our injured country back on its feet. You said you wanted to rebuild Japan with your science and technology. How could this happen?
On July 14th, at the Kamasato station of the Japan National Railway, a body was found in the rail yards. There was a downpour at the time, so no one noticed the human figure lying on the tracks. He was severed in half by the wheels of a train. The investigation concluded that it was Professor Shikishima's body. It was ruled death by suicide.
Please accept my condolences.
Thank you. Your kindness is deeply appreciated.
Yes, but I still can't believe your husband, who was so full of hope, was the kind of man who would take his own life. There's got to be something else behind all of this.
I noticed a difference after the Kyoto case. He did seem a little sad and reflective, but I thought it was because the case had to do with the war. I never thought he'd...
Mrs. Shikishima, I heard that the professor disappeared the night before the Kokuryu Maru incident.
Yes, and a visitor came to see him that same night as well. Isn't that right, Etsuko?
That's right. The professor was going over his papers that night when a man dressed in black showed up at the door.
Shikishima said he'd meet him?
Oh, yes. He asked me to tell the professor that he had been the one financially supporting Miss Ayako out in Kyoto.
And that shocked him enough to ask the man to come right in?
That's right. I'm sorry, but I didn't hear what they discussed.
I bet we could solve this if we knew what they talked about.
I know what they said. I heard them talking. That man and my dad talked a lot.
Tetsuo, you heard them?
Yup, I got up in the night to go to the bathroom. Then I heard them.
Bagyum. Exactly. That's what Ayako said. But only Professor Kaneda knew whether Bagyum existed or not. And you say Ayako mentioned the Madeira rocks? Yes, definitely. But I don't know how much more she knew. All right, then. We can deal with the Kokuryu Maru later. The Bagyum comes first. We have to hurry.
There's that Bagyum again, Chief.
Yes, the same word that murder victim said.
Excuse me. Is my father really gone?
No. It's possible he's still alive out there, and with what you've just told us, we have a good chance of finding him.
Really? Then you think my dad's coming back? Yeah, you do! Did you hear that, Mom? He says Dad's gonna come home! He said it! Isn't this great?
Good.
Dad's coming home! He's coming home!
Look, I just want to check the archives. I want to see if there's anything regarding this Bagyum.
I'm sorry, but we can't let you in.
They're orders from above. We can't let you pass.
What? You two were working for me until the other day?
Miss Takamizawa! Shotaro? And you?
Oh, Miss Takamizawa, you've got to help me here. Come on, please, please.
I'd like to.
What? What is this? You two? You should be ashamed. And you didn't even bother to come to the professor's funeral.
I know, but I...
Leave her alone. Mademoiselle Takamizawa was busy. She was unable to attend the funeral because she was engaged in some important work. But first of all, I believe you are under suspension right now. On top of that, you would normally be confined to your home. Only today were you given special permission to leave. Now that you're done, you must return to your residence as soon as possible.
I'll look instead!
No! Shotaro Kaneda, even in my faraway country, we have heard all about your exploits. But you are a child, and the only reason you had access to these premises was because of Monsieur Otsuka's consideration. Unfortunately, I won't be allowing that anymore. That's part of my personal policy here as the new chief of police.
I don't care if he's some world-famous detective. Why did we give the position of police chief to some smooth talker from another country? Oh well, he was right on the money about one thing. I am under suspension. There's nothing else for me to do here.
Chief Otsuka.
No, don't call me that. Just plain old Otsuka now. Plain old Otsuka.
Mr. Otsuka?
What's the matter, boy detective?
Kenji Murasame.
Not very respectful, are you? You could at least call me Mister. I am older than you know. Hey, come on, don't walk away. Look, I feel pretty bad about the whole thrill suspense thing. That was my fault. You healed up okay, but I haven't forgotten about what happened to my brother. So how about we just call ourselves even, kid? Right, I get it. You and I are like oil and water. Too bad you can't push me around with your little control box like you do with Tetsujin, right? But you know what? I smell something rotten about this whole Shikishima affair. How about we share information, kid? Like, for instance, that poor man who was shot outside police headquarters. I don't know where he came from, but I do know he worked in the PR department at Velenade. That little tidbit should be
Give
worth...
it a rest, will ya? I already know all about that stuff.
Touchy. Hey, before you walk off, could you tell me one thing? What did you see in the hold of the Kokuryu Maru, kid? Got you there. All right, then. Come find me if you feel like sharing. After all, I am a former intelligence officer. I've got lots of interesting information.
You think you know what's going on? Wait, I know someone who can help.
It's called Bagyum.
You were close to my father during the war, so I thought maybe you knew something.
I've never even heard of such a thing.
What?
And as for Kaneda and I being close, you must be joking. He and I got along like a monkey and a dog.
But you're...
Look, I said I don't know anything about it. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like you to leave. I've got a lot on my hands right now with this factory Shikishima left me. Goodbye, so long.
But I...
Hello? Yes, Shotaro just left my office moments ago.
I guess I don't have access to Tetsujin anymore. Professor, I'm sorry. I started kidding myself that I could do anything because I was this great boy detective. But without your help, or the chief's, I can't do anything.
Look out there. Japan is changing more and more. People are going to want modern conveniences in increasing numbers. And I'm talking about more than just planes and automobiles. Science will be called upon to develop so many new and different things. Shikishima Heavy Industries is going to be part of that future, and I want to turn it into a factory that will serve the people's needs.
Professor Shikishima.
Watch it! What was that?
Detective Seki.
Wow. I was wondering what you were doing up here all by yourself. I hope you weren't planning on following in Professor Shikishima's footsteps.
No.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I almost forgot. I think we've had a major break in the Kokuryu Maru case.
What?
Yes, that's right. The investigation was reopened once the waters were declared safe enough. But when we took a look...
Ox had disappeared.
Yeah.
But who took it? Maybe the same people who were controlling that giant robot crab.
Well, we don't know anything about that robot either. So that's as good a guess as any. First things first, there's something important you should see. Look! That's what you saw down there that day, isn't it?
Yes. But I wasn't too sure what it was exactly. And that's why...
I understand. But if you told us the truth about what you'd seen back then, we might not be having these problems now.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let me drive you home.
No thanks. I'll go home alone.
What do I do? If only Chief Otsuka was still around.
I'm home.
Listen to me. I don't know what you're going to find when you go down there and take a look inside that ship. Whatever happens, I don't want you to be alarmed. I want you to think and act clearly, all right?
But, Professor...
Shotaro! We're here to search Professor Kaneda's home. He's believed to have been a spy during the war.
What?
Start looking! Doesn't matter what it is. Grab anything that looks like evidence.
Yes, sir.
I don't know! I'm telling you, that was the first time I'd ever heard of Bagume.
Yes, but you're Professor Kaneda's only surviving heir, so I'm sure there are some papers or maybe some files that he might have left here for you.
Professor Shikishima handled those kinds of things, and when he went to check the old laboratory, he said there was nothing important left inside.
All of that might certainly be true, but I have information about how your father had dealings with an enemy nation.
But that's so...
I know. I don't want to believe it's true either. But there's the Kokuryu Maru incident, and that wreckage with your name on it. All these things indicate that your father may have been a spy.
Reporting, sir.
Huh?
We searched both the laboratory and the mansion thoroughly, but found nothing suspicious to report, sir.
That can't be right. Do it again, and look harder!
But, sir...
And you're sure you've looked everywhere?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me take a look then. Now then, you said you searched everywhere, didn't you? On the surface, it looks like an electrified carpet. Okay. It's also hiding this!
Come on, even a picture would help me out. Or how about a little information?
Forget it! Think about how bad Shotaro must feel with all this fuss going on.
Come on, it'll be our little secret. How about a little incentive?
Huh? Oh, goodness! That's top-of-the-line perfume! But no! I'm not the kind of girl who lets herself be tricked by some military dropout!
Fine, then have it your way, Takamizawa.
Oh, we've been waiting for you!
Now that's an interesting guest.
Even I didn't know anything about this cellar.
it is!
Yes, there's no doubt. That's Bagume, all right.
That's it! In here. This is Bagume?
No, don't touch it.
What?
Correct. That is the most dangerous substance in the world. Even unprocessed, a single mistake in handling it could lead to a terrible tragedy indeed.
To think I have to rely on you to tell me what's going on.
You can always come and pay me a visit.
But Doctor, you said you didn't know anything about Bagume.
I'm sorry, but I wanted as little to do as possible with this whole mess. See, the last thing I want is to end up like your father.
What about my father?
Anyway, let's get that stuff out of here. Very good.
But what about me?
Oh, we don't need your help anymore. How very unfortunate. It's a shame your father's good reputation had to be ruined by a charge of espionage.
What is going on here? My father? A spy? What am I supposed to do now?
Listen, whatever happens, don't be alarmed. I want you to think and act clearly, all right?
Professor. That painting! It's here too! I wonder. It's a recording device. And that's a little robot. It still works. It works the same way as Tetsujin. Could this be his?
Shotaro. I'm sorry, Shotaro. I don't know what we'll call you if you turn out to be a girl.
This voice.
This is 0815, the very first robot I ever built. But you don't know who I am, do you? You see, I am your father, but I'm being sent to an island in the South Seas soon. Oh, I would have liked to have seen your face before I left. In fact, there's nothing I would have liked more than to celebrate your birth with your mother.
My father's voice.
This war is only going to get worse and worse for Japan. And naturally, I'm very reluctant to let Tetsujin be used in the fighting. But if I knew for sure that using my robot would bring an end to the war...
This is the first time I've ever heard his voice.
Oh, Shotaro, I wonder what you'll look like, what your voice will sound like, what kind of young man you'll grow up to become. Oh, how I would love to meet you. If only I could see you just once.
Father! I'm right here, Father! I'm Shotaro! I'm standing right here! I'm here! Your son is right here!
Are you sure that's what you want to use it for? Of course. I have no other choice if the war continues like this. Besides, it's the only way I can reach out to Shotaro.
Even if there was a danger, it could destroy the whole world?
Those two! It sounds like Dr. Franken and Dr. Dragnet are with him.
Using Bagume is the only way.
Well, if you're certain, we won't oppose you.
Then I shall develop a superhuman.
And I will create an artificial human being.
If we want to win this war, we must use the Bagume.
The Bagume?
But where exactly is it?
Whose voice was that just then?
It's at the Madeira Rocks.
Madeira Rocks! Who's there?
I'm just listening in.
Kenji Morasame.
Professor Kaneda and Dr. Dragnet. And Old Man Franken's there too. All the weapons geniuses together at once. I don't know what this Bagume stuff is, but this is becoming a pretty interesting story. Well, don't be shy. Let's hear the rest of the recording, kid. Or are you scared? To learn what kind of a man your father really was.
What?
Look, kid. That recorder was built during the war. As a matter of interest, they were called wire recorders. And you know which country made them? That's right. The enemy built them. In other words, the fact that he had it in his possession proves that he was dealing with the other side.
But that's just...
Now, what do you say we listen to the rest of it, okay?
My father wouldn't do that!
Huh? What the hell is that?
It sounds... It can't be! That sound!
Huh?
It's Black Ox! Who is that?
We meet at last.
My name is Nikopansky!
Now hand over that tape recorder and no one gets hurt.
What?
Give up the recorder!
Next time, confrontation with Nikopansky.